Imagine waking up tomorrow morning, and the sun is gone. No sunrise, no warmth, just darkness. Within 8 minutes, the last sunlight reaches Earth, and then, total blackness. The sky turns pitch dark, even at noon. Stars appear in the daytime. Temperatures begin to drop immediately. Within hours, it's freezing. Within days, oceans start forming ice at the surface. Plants can't photosynthesize. Food chains collapse. But here's the terrifying part. Earth wouldn't instantly fly away. Because gravity from the sun would also vanish after 8 minutes. Then our planet would shoot straight into space, drifting endlessly into the cold universe. Within weeks, the average temperature would fall below -40 degrees Celsius. Within a year, it could drop below -100 degrees Celsius. Oceans would freeze solid on top, leaving only deep water liquid for a short time. Human survival? Nearly impossible without underground or artificial heat sources. In less than a year, Earth would become a frozen, wandering planet, all because one star disappeared. The sun doesn't just give us light, it gives us life. Sun. If all the ice on Earth melted, the world map would never look the same again. Right now, massive ice sheets in Antarctica and Greenland lock up enough frozen water to reshape the planet. If they completely melted, global sea levels could rise by about 70 meters, over 200 feet. Coastal cities like New York, Mumbai, Shanghai, and London would be underwater. Entire countries with low elevations would disappear. Millions, possibly billions, of people would be forced to migrate inland. But the flooding is only part of the story. Without polar ice reflecting sunlight, Earth would absorb far more heat. Global temperatures would surge even higher, accelerating climate change. Weather patterns would shift dramatically. Some regions could face extreme heat and drought, while others experience intense storms. Ocean currents, like the Atlantic circulation system, could weaken or collapse, disrupting global climate balance. Over time, new coastlines would form. Mountain ranges would become islands. The planet wouldn't die, but civilization as we know it would be transformed. If an asteroid hit your city, it would happen faster than you could react. Most space rocks burn up in Earth's atmosphere. But if a large one, say 100 to 500 meters wide, made it through, the impact would be devastating. As it entered the atmosphere, it would glow brighter than the sun. The shockwave from the airburst alone could shatter windows for miles. If it struck the ground, the explosion could release energy equal to multiple nuclear bombs, flattening buildings near the impact site and creating a massive crater. A powerful shockwave would radiate outward, collapsing structures. Heat from the blast could ignite fires across the city. Dust and debris would shoot high into the atmosphere. If it hit the ocean nearby, it could trigger massive tsunamis. Emergency systems would be overwhelmed. Power, communication, and transportation could fail within minutes. But here's the important part. Events like this are extremely rare. Space agencies constantly monitor near-Earth objects to detect threats early. First, the tides would change dramatically. Our current moon already controls ocean tides. Adding a second one could create stronger, more complex tidal patterns. Some coastlines might experience extreme high tides more often, increasing flooding and reshaping shorelines over time. Second, the night sky would be brighter. 2 full moons could light up the landscape almost like twilight. Eclipses would also become far more common. Imagine one moon passing in front of the other, or double lunar eclipses. But gravity is the real game changer. If both moons were large like our current moon, their gravitational pull could slightly alter Earth's rotation and tilt. That might affect climate stability over thousands or millions of years. However, stability depends on distance and size. If the moons were too close to each other, their gravitational interaction could make their orbits chaotic, possibly leading to collisions or one moon being ejected into space. Would life still exist? Probably, but coastal ecosystems, animal migration patterns, and even human calendars would look very different. 2 moons wouldn't mean chaos overnight, but Earth would definitely be a very different world. If Earth moved even slightly closer to the sun, the balance that keeps life alive would begin to collapse. Right now, Earth orbits at just the right distance from the sun, not too hot, not too cold. This narrow region is called the habitable zone. But move Earth just 5% closer. Global temperatures would surge, ice caps would melt rapidly, sending sea levels rising and swallowing coastal cities. Heat waves would intensify, wildfires would spread more easily. As oceans warm, more water would evaporate into the atmosphere. And water vapor is a powerful greenhouse gas. That means even more heat gets trapped, creating a dangerous feedback loop. Storms would grow stronger, droughts would last longer, entire ecosystems would struggle to survive. If Earth shifted much closer, similar to the orbit of Venus, a runaway greenhouse effect could begin. Oceans could slowly boil away. The sky could fill with thick, choking clouds. Our blue planet might transform into something unrecognizable. Life wouldn't disappear instantly.